Hello everybody, welcome to Talking Dogs. I'm your host, Jeff Heyer. Let's go down the line to introduce our co-hosts today. We have Maya Strausser, Sydney Archibald, Rachel Dunlap, and Coral Schultz. It is truly an honor to have you in the studio today. And today we have a special guest, Mr. Estrada. Let's welcome him to the studio. Great to have you here. We will now begin the show by starting.
Thanks, Jeff. Today we're here to talk about the new bestseller by Mrs. Jackie Fuller, the Whitefish High School Student Handbook.
This book is getting critically acclaimed.
Oprah Winfrey just inducted it into her book club.
Wow!
Let's talk a little bit about the material in this book.
You're like a goddess! I'm so jealous! Our first topic from the book is the school itself, Whitefish High.
It's got dozens of sports and clubs for kids to join in on.
Wow!
There's DECA, speech and debate,
Readers Club, drama,
Free flow.
Right, and if students are interested in joining a new club, Club Day is September 15th in the gymnasium.
Club Day is where a booth is set up for each club to attract new members.
Here's a message from Mrs. Fuller about joining clubs.
Get involved.
Thanks, Mrs. Fuller.
Next, we're going to talk about the school schedule. For freshmen that are new to this schedule, what happens is your 7-day class periods are spread over 2 days of school. The first day, known as an A day, has extended periods 1, 3, 5, and 7, lasting about 90 minutes each. On the second day, known as a B day, are periods 2, 4, 6, and flex. What is a flex?
Flex is the 8th block of our AB schedule.
Like the other class periods, it is 90 minutes.
Yes, however it is divided in half.
Now, you may ask, what do we use flex for? Well, flex can be used for almost anything.
Except for messing around.
Thanks, Mrs. Fuller. Flex can be used for the Student Assistance Program, also known as SAP.
Music classes, talking to your teachers,
Working on group projects, making up assignments.
even meeting with college reps, counselors, and community members.
There are numerous ways to spend the flex period, so use it wisely.
And 1 day a week there will be a C day, where we go through all 7 periods. For returning students, the C day is on a Wednesday and no longer on Friday.
The grading scale is super complicated. 90 to 100% is an A. 80 to 89.99% is a B.
A C is 70 to 79.99, D is a 60 to 69.99, and below 60 is an F, and as it states in the handbook, unsatisfactory.
Tied into the grading scale is honor roll.
If you're into talking about purebred dog breeds and Hampton lifestyle living, receiving a 3.5 GPA or above will get you into the gold honor roll.
Receiving this GPA will get you a Renaissance card, full of benefits.
There is a green card for 3.0 to 3.5 GPAs. They have fewer benefits, but are still very helpful.
Boring, but have to say it, you must receive 22 credits minimum to graduate high school. Seniors, you must have all of those credits before June 3rd, 2016 to graduate. A half credit is received each semester, and there is a number required for each subject that must be fulfilled. For instance, English requires 4 credits to graduate, meaning you will have to take it all 4 years of high school.
Makeup work. Students have 2 school calendar days to make up work for each day missed from school, as long as the absence is excused or school-related.
Daily bulletin. There is one, and if your teacher never reads it, be that kid who asked the teacher to read it or read it yourself. Quote Mrs. Fuller.
Lunch. Snacks and beverages may be purchased in the commons. All lunch must be eaten in the commons area, gym foyer, or outside. No lunches are to be eaten elsewhere in the school, including the hallways.
Exception to club meetings.
Great catch, Coral!
He's at it again.
Attendance. Students will be permitted a maximum of 6 absences in any class during the semester. School-related absences are not included in this, so don't panic if you're involved in sports and activities. Parents must always excuse you when you're sick or have dental or doctor appointments, even if you're 18.
Truancy is when a student's whereabouts remain unknown to the parent or school. This typically happens when a student doesn't check out properly. A student can check out properly by signing out at the office. Violation of first offense leads to 4 hours of Saturday detention and an unexcused absence. Second offense, double that, and the third offense leads to 1 to 3 days of in-school suspension. Make sure to check out properly.
Fees. You get them when you have overdue books, activity tickets, uniforms, band instruments, participation tickets, and other rentals. Not paying them by the end of the year year will result in no report card and for seniors, no graduation.
Vandalism, not allowed. Otherwise, a long list of offenses will occur.
Insubordination or not following the teacher's request leads into another long list of offenses.
Theft. This may be the crime that leads to the longest list of offenses. In this list, I see the word suspension come up several times, so don't steal.
Yes, Jeff. Never steal. Thanks.
Let's talk about BYOB. D. Bring your own device. Policy.
Students may bring laptops, smartphones, and tablets to school.
Jeff!
They may be used in class as an educational tool, as long as the teacher gives you permission. Cell phones should not be visible in the hallways, otherwise they will be confiscated.
No, Rachel. If your phone goes off in class, it'll be taken for time in Saturday school.
And how far the distance is from the Earth to the Sun, which is approximately 98 million miles.
Actually, the Earth is 93 million miles from the Sun. Mr. Ross, you need to check your facts.
Really?
So let's talk a little bit about closed campus lunch.
Jeff!
Is something wrong with her?
If you want the truth, the production company hired her so you'd feel good about yourself.
Good to have you, Sydney.
Seniors and juniors, you have off-campus privileges.
Freshmen, you are absolutely stuck, but sorry, we've all been there.
Sophomores, you have to stay on campus for the first semester.
Second semester, you can earn the privilege of leaving by having good grades, good attendance, and no disciplinary referrals.
Rachel, you messed that whole thing up.
Hey, that really didn't make me look that good. Anyway, having no unexcused absences is a good one.
Good behavior is expected in the hallways, the classrooms, and school facilities at all times.
No running, shouting, whistling,
Dang it, Rachel! I like whistling!
loitering, scuffing between individuals, profanity.
No writing on or sitting on desks or tables.
So a big hot topic in the handbook would be the dress code. Let's talk a little bit about that.
It says in the handbook that dressing should promote an appropriate learning environment.
The school staff reserves the right to determine what is and isn't appropriate.
She totally gets me.
On a spiritual level.
So where's the barrier? What is and isn't appropriate?
Would I wear it?
Shoes should always be worn in the building. No hats are allowed to be worn. Inappropriately sheer, lace, tight, short, or low-cut clothing that expose private areas should not be worn. Undergarments should not be visible.
Tank tops, muscle shirts, and excessively large armholes may not be worn. Pajama-type pants or slippers may not be worn in school.
Shirts and dresses worn by females must fully cover the back and chest area and adequately cover shoulder areas. A minimum of 2-inch shoulder straps must be worn and cover all undergarment straps.
No attire that promotes drug use or violent behavior is permitted in a school. Sagging pants is not permitted. Shorts and skirts must be at or extend below fingertip length.
Girls, just cover up.
Amen.
Preach it, girl.
Amen.
Now for a more serious topic, bullying.
Jeff! That was a bad time.
Bullying is bad.
It really is cool.
Bullying is not tolerated.
Oh, Mr. Estrada, welcome back.
This would include harassment, intimidation, and cyberbullying. Bullying consists of fighting, verbal and physical aggression, and even put-downs.
Students who believe they have been harassed or bullied should not ignore it because it tends to get worse. Let the person know that you don't like the behavior or that it will be reported. Tell your parents, a teacher, counselor, or the assistant principal. Request disciplinary action against the person by filing a written report.
Now to talk about fighting. Students involved in a fight will get 1 to 3 suspension penalties.
Participants may be turned over to police.
Something that Mrs. Fuller did mention in the handbook is that Officer Shook is a full-time resource officer for the school.
Cheating? Not good.
Being caught will result with a conference with the student.
Cheating is always something that will be on your record.
Weapons. This would include firearms and knives. Having them on school grounds can result in indefinite suspension and should not be on school grounds at all.
Wow, it's getting awful serious in here. Anyone else have another topic from the book?
Ah, yes! Saturday detention.
Gosh dang it, Rachel.
Having your phone out at inappropriate times.
Having tardies, violating rules, and having disciplinary issues results in Saturday school.
Working on schoolwork is highly encouraged while there.
Suspension. While having in school or out of school, you are not allowed on school grounds without administrative approval.
Absolutely no tobacco on school grounds. Someone say grounds, coffee grounds.
If you're suspected with the act of drug or alcohol abuse, you'll have to do all this. Look at that. All that. All those words. What is this? You'll have to do it. Look at all these penalties. That'll be all yours if you do this.
Chemical use and possession will lead to even more consequences.
Leave it up to Rachel to give us bad news.
Well, there's plenty more to check out in this new book. It's available online. This is the Whitefish High School Student Handbook. Check it out. Thank you, everyone, for coming in today.
It was great to be here, guys. See you next time.
So ready to see you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, he's back. Didn't see that coming.
And join us next time on Talking Dogs. I am your host, Jeff Heyer.
Good one, Coral. I love you.